Hello all. So this is Rahul here. So today we're gonna look about what is GPT-4. Let's analyze and find it. So today we are going to talk about what is ChatGPT. Based on the introduction to the ChatGPT, we're going to look about what is visual ChatGPT and as well as the GPT-4. So one of the important disclaimer is I have taken some sources from technical report and technical papers. So if you all feel free to look up the papers, you can check the papers what I just given in the comment sections below. So this video comprises of three different sections. So first of all, we're going to look about what is ChatGPT and from my perspective and how far the ChatGPT generates you the responses as quick as possible. And we're going to talk about the visual ChatGPT, how visual ChatGPT works. Then followed by we're going to look about what is GPT-4 and some of the technical outputs we're going to see from my perspective. So if you're well versed in ChatGPT and you can able to see that I do know a lot about what is ChatGPT is, you can feel free to go to the section of Visual ChatGPT and GPT-4. Now let's dive into it. So first of all, I was very happy that I'm an AI person, so where I can able to see lots of research in terms of technological AI world, where artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, reinforcement learning, natural language processing has made huge impacts in the technological world. So one of the huge impact of artificial intelligence and deep generative models, which is in the form of text, and one of the important breakthrough in natural language processing is GPTs. So GPT-3 and 3.5. When I was working on the language models, I was just get to know about all. I'm just listed all those language models like GPT-3, GPT 3.5, and I was very well working in the BERT model. So this introduction which made everyone to look upon the another side of artificial intelligence. That is nothing but ChatGPT. So it's a funny question what I just asked to the ChatGPT that so just tell me about yourself and let's see what has been replied. So sure, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a ChatGPT, a large language model trained by OpenAI based on the GPT 3.5 architecture. A very important thing that ChatGPT is a GPT 3.5 architecture. So a very important thing. So GPT-4 has been released as a technical report, but not had been deployed in ChatGPT. So we'll see how we can use GPT-4 with the help of some resources what I just gained, but it's not yet deployed yet. So sorry if you're not working in it. So and its purpose is to generate human like responses to natural language input and are trained on the massive dataset of diverse text resources, including books, website, and other forms of written text. So, as a language model, I do not have a physical body or consciousness. I exist entirely in the digital realm and I'm accessed through various platforms and interfaces that allows users to communicate with me. So if you are an AI, if you are a person who doesn't need any kind of human communication, I just want some computer human interactions, you can use ChatGPT where you can able to communicate with an AI model, just like how humans will interact, but unfortunately, it is not a physical body. So, and I'm constantly learning and updating my knowledge. So my responses are based on most current and accurate information available to me. However, I'm still in artificial intelligence, and my responses are limited by the information and programming I have been given. So, just it just mentioned that I'm not so worth like my responses are not only limited by the information what has just been trained on me, and in the programming part, what I'm going to give is also somewhat which has been already trained on me. But the thing is, once ChatGPT has been released, the benchmark what ChatGPT has been created is far more better than all the other AI models. So let's see how ChatGPT has been trained with the help of beautiful architecture, which is given in the ChatGPT point of view. So this is nothing but your what can I say? The architecture of ChatGPT. It consists of three different stages. So the first stage is about supervised fine tuning. So if you are an AI person, so you come to know about what is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So if you want to know about what is AI and what are the important terminologies, so we'll come up with a new video of how the AI part can make sure that can be able to understand to the people who doesn't know about what does AI do. Right. So first part is about supervised fine tuning, where let's talk about. I'm going to give an input. So here they're given explore the moon landing to a 6-year-old. So just a prompt which is being I'm going to give to the chat GPT. And a very important thing, this prompt is gonna make sure that I'm gonna check the chat GPT model is gonna check to the predefined data sets which has been already trained for them. So just a labeler demonstrates the desired output. So there will be a labeler where the labeler takes the prompt from our point of view and finds the actual output should be generated from the predefined data set is being trained, like what we have seen, like books, libraries, and papers, etc., and etc. And the data, after finding the desired output from the labeler point of view, the data is used to fine tune GPT-3 with supervised learning. Supervised learning, we know that supervised learning, if you're not sure that, just go to Google and search what is supervised learning. Supervised learning is a type of machine learning where you give labels as well as the data, where the labels and data get trained to the machine learning model. So here the labels is nothing but what can I say? The prompt what I just given, the output is going to be the desired output behavior. So both the things are going to be trained in the terms of model, and it's very important thing. It's going to be supervised fine tuning, where not only one single point of view the model is going to be trained. So it's going to fine tune the model based on the hyperparameters which is being trained. So after doing all those things, steps two is about collecting comparison data and train a reward model. So what does it? So let's talk about the same prompt what we just seeing over there. Explain the moon landing to a 6-year-old. So what this prompt says to it. So I can able to see that moon landing, and the moon means I can able to see it just talks about the gravity or astronauts are landing to the moon, and to a 6-year-old, and I think so old can be somewhat it can also represent a person, or from my perspective I can able to decode all those things from the given prompt. So it just finds several outputs from this prompt. So I'm going to say several model outputs are sample. Now what is my point? So now my point is to collect all those several outputs, and I have to train a reward model where I am supposed to give a reward to each and every outputs what I just got, and I'm going to arrange them in terms of the descending order. Descending order is nothing but the particular output in which the gained rewards are maximum has been placed first. So you're able to see the labeler ranks the output from the best to worst, which is nothing but if the reward for the actually for D, people went to the moon. Yes, I can able to see moon landing to a 6-year-old, right? Some people, the astronauts are landing to the moon. So I can able to see that particular output has been given more, what can I say, reward. So after that, C, moon is a natural satellite and goes on like that. So after labeler, what can I say, arranges all those rewards in the descending order. Now this ordering has been trained in our reward model. The data which is used is trained our reward model. Once it has been trained, the next part, the final part is going to be PPO, that is policy proximal optimization. So policy proximal optimization is one of the important algorithm in reinforcement learning, where reinforcement learning is one of the type of machine learning. If you want to know more about it, you can just Google it and see what is reinforcement learning too. So if it is in terms of, we have already traveled the new prompt, and this policy proximal optimization will generate a policy. The policy will generate, so it just assigns the policy, and this policy will generate an output. And this output will be given to the reward model. And this reward model calculates a reward for the output, and the reward is used to update the policy using the PPO at the same point of view. So this is gonna be the architecture of the chat GPT. So if you are new to the chat GPT, you can just put it in the comment section. So I'll come to know about who have learned a lot about ChatGPT right now. So how ChatGPT works, like supervised fine tuning, then how to train the reward model, and how the policy proximal optimization generates an output, and this output is being fed it into the reward model to find so that the reward is being generated, and this reward has been used to update the policy through the same PPO algorithm. So now we have talked a lot about ChatGPT, and I'm very much aware about that. You guys come to know about what sort of architecture is being used in ChatGPT, and moreover, like what is ChatGPT and all those things we have covered. So now let's talk about what is GPT-4. So GPT-4 is the advanced version. I can able to see that in the last part that you can I'm ChatGPT, a large language model trained by OpenAI based on GPT 3.5 architecture. So I'm able to see that ChatGPT is an GPT 3.5 architecture. Unfortunately, it has been released, but it's not deployed. We'll just see is there any updates from OpenAI so that it is being deployed. So GPT-4 is the advanced version of the ChatGPT model. So it's a GPT-4 version where it can able to work with deep learning perspectives. So now, as a very important thing that I've used ChatGPT for more than 1 month. So for that 1 month, I've used recurrently ChatGPT for my point of view. So when I started using ChatGPT, I was very fond that it can also give back because when I started using ChatGPT, I don't know about how it can generate outputs for me. So I'm more precise that it can also generate images too, but unfortunately, it does not do it. And I just asked personally, can you generate an image output for me for this particular use case? No. So I'm not trained on based on that. I'm supposed to give only the text-based outputs. So I was just fed up. Oh, fine, I can't able to generate. So and then I found, and then I put lots of effort, lots of research on how to create a text-based output, and I ended up with DAL-E, one of the important research part from OpenAI, and I'll also show you some outputs from DALI and how DALI is being what can I say. Made some changes so that visual ChatGPT works more fine than the DALI. So we'll just see how all those things through our output. So I'm just excited to see the output. Well, let's talk about what is GPT-4 and how far it has been used and how far it's going to be used. So GPT-4 is the advanced version of ChatGPT, which is based on the deep learning perspective. And you can able to see the technical report in the comment sections below where you can able to find a 99 pages of content, but I'm sure that you don't want to learn all, I don't want to see, not learn, you don't want to see all those 99 pages of content. Instead, just look about what I'm trying to show you. So I'm focused on this particular part. So I've already seen lots of it. So let's see some important thing on like yeah, GPT-4 version. So GPT-4 version, they're compared with RL. So they're not compared. It's basically it's an RLHF model. RLHF stands for Reinforcement Learning Human Feedback Models. So they just compared with some exams, right? So there's some exams like graduate record examination, which is GRE examination, which is quantitative and verbal. You're able to see how the base model has been giving some outputs based on the percentage point of view and how the RLHF models has been given. So they just started with these kind of comparisons. And if you were aware, and some of the examinations has been passed by GPT-4 or Chat GPT with greater extent. So just see all this, and that's all about how AI world is changing. But unfortunately, in the case that they can able to find this answer has been answered, or this question has been answered by the chat and language model. So I just gone through each and every examinations, but I'm just not sure that I'm sure about only two examinations here. One is GRE, another one is SAT and LSAT. But I can't able to see how the other examinations get it to, and I don't know about how other examinations work. And I'm more professional here when I'm talking about this one. Yes. So when I just seeing this one, this table in the technical report gave me a lot of learning from the point of view. And I'm able to see that GRE, verbal, quantitative, writing, SAT, maths, all the LSAT, uniform bar exam. I'm able to see how GPT-4 has given its output. Even though there's no vision, non-contaminated GPT-4, it just tries to so among 400 participations, that it just came 298 point of view from our perspective, and it's almost secured 90th position in that thing. And so, so from this point of view, I just made that okay. GPT-4 has more major advantages than the other models. What may I say? OpenAI has been done. So, and these are all the same thing. So I was just taking all those things in from my side. Now let's talk about some outputs. So I was just fascinated when I'm looking at the outputs. So I just so let's talk about the first one. So it's not yet been deployed. So please don't think that whether it is deployed. So not yet been deployed, but this is only for the testing point of view. So they just given an image. So what is unusual about it? So I just gone through this image and I can able to see that on so from my perspective, like from a human perspective, a man is sitting at the back of the car ironing his clothes. That's what. So from my perspective, I do know that I can able to see a man is standing at back, so I can able to ironing this clothes. That how GPT-4 has recognized this. So the unusual thing about this image that a man is ironing clothes on an ironing board attached to the roof of the moving taxi, right? Can you able to see? So the why the particular rope has been attached to the roof of the taxi. So I was just amazed how far this GPT-4 can able to understand what kind of image is being given to it. And you know to see what is unusual about this image. The question is about what is unusual about this image, and GPT-4 just gets about it. Okay, you are trying to give me an unusual thing about the image, so let's give you the unusual output too. So the unusual thing, it just started its responses with unusual thing. So this made the point of GPT-4 how visually like the language model can understand its perspective and how far it can be used. Right, and let's talk about the next one. Yeah. So this is I just understand just I was amazed. Why? Because right now I'm doing lots of paperwork, and I'm just I'm taking lots of paperwork, reading, like gaining some knowledge on lots of deep learning and machine learning architectures, which is being used by lots of research people. So I think so this could work for me. So this could work for me. What is the thing is, you can give a research paper to the GPT-4. If you give the research paper to GPT-4, whether the GPT-4 can read and summarize to you, yes, it is. So just looks like so instruct GPT. So to give a note that GPT-4 is the like instruct GPT is the base model for GPT-4, and you can able to see instruct GPT is one of the important model what has been developed first. And based on the instruct GPT, I can able to say that chat GPT is the another version of instruct GPT, and ChatGPT is a brother of Instruct GPT. So you can able to find the technical paper for Instruct GPT in the comment sections below. Feel free to read the paper so that you can able to understand a lot about what is Instruct GPT is. So now let's see how GPT-4 summarizes it. So I've just given you three images. They have given three images. The first, second, and third. What may I say? These things. Um, Right. Can you able to see that the Instruct GPT paper focuses on training large language models to follow instructions with human feedback. So it's too easy that, and can you able to see that this model, this particular output has been stored inside some memory so that the user can also make sure that I can able to ask some other relevant questions without uploading the same image again and again. So figure 2 in the Instruct GPT paper illustrates the three steps. So what I just said, the same thing is given over here. So a good one. So I think so it will work for lots of research people. If you find to review, or sorry, if you find to read and summarize your base or reference paper, you can use GPT-4 if it has been deployed, so that it can help you a lot so to read and summarize for you, right? And I wanted to show you this one too. So this one is all about memes. So can you explain this meme? So just I've given so I can able to see from my point of view, why? Because when I'm since I'm an like I can able to see what it is, nothing but I can able to see a chicken nuggets, where a chicken nuggets is being arranged in the form of world map. This is from our perspective. Whether the AI language model can able to take from this. So the meme is a joke that combines two unrelated things: the picture of Earth from the space and the chicken nuggets. The text of the meme suggests that the image. So I can able to see a text. Yes, sometimes I just look at the pictures of Earth and frames and I marvel at how beautiful it all is. So the text of the meme suggests that the image below is a beautiful picture of the Earth from space. However, the image is actually of chicken nuggets arranged to vaguely resemble a map of the world. So I don't want you to read the last line. Why? Because so from this point of perspective, GPT-4 can able to understand even though the image is not sufficiently well enough. So if I just give this image to the people, they just say it's going to be only the what may I say? Just only the image. So if I give only the image, so this image can like if I just give this, let's talk about if I'm going to give this meme to a person who's to my friend. So the he can't able to understand, just he can able to see that only chicken nuggets is there, but he can't able to understand whether it is in the form of world map or not. But GPT-4 does it. So I actually put my fourth over here, and this is all about GPT-4. So GPT-4 is an advanced version where it can also help you with what may I say, image inputs, so that it can provide you the exact outputs. So let's talk about from my side what I am supposed to give over here is, so this is all about I was talking about some visual chat GPT. So before getting into visual chat GPT, uh, very important thing is my questions to GPT-4 is, so whether GPT-4 can able to work with pattern matching and feature extraction from images. So recently I was reading lots of papers regarding the handwritten text recognition, handwritten cursive handwriting recognition too. So when I was working with it, whether GPT-4 can able to analyze the words which has been used in the particular image or not. So this is going to be a question. So let's see how future extraction and pattern matching in terms of image inputs can work in GPT-4. Let's see how far it is being given, going to give us the answer. If so, it gives the correct answer. We can able to say that instead of developing our own model, we can use GPT-4. But it's open for me too, right? Since I'm working with AI for the last 2 years, I will create. So it will tend my actually it will put an effort. Put another idea to my mind that just create another model which is superior than GPT-4. So let's see how far we're gonna how far GPT-4 is gonna answer for the question. Let's see the deployment of GPT-4. So once we have achieved that, then we can able to say GPT-4 is working good. But if not so, then we are in the next phase of the research. So we are supposed to work on with all those deep learning part of you, like image processing and text image processing and feature extraction, feature matching, and all those things we are supposed to work on it. Okay, so the next part is all about visual chat GPT, which is deployed in Microsoft. So I'm using this visual chat GPT from Hugging Face. So if you all feel to use this thing, I'll provide you the link in the comment sections or in the or comment sections below, or you can able to find through in the description box too. So very important thing about visual chat gpt is you can able to communicate with the chat gpt with the form of visual thing, like just you can try with this thing, like why can't we can try, like let's open my chat gpt here. So I'm gonna give you an instance that let's ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT to generate a cat image for me. Right, we'll just wait. So, so actually a very important one that I've almost done lots of things in ChatGPT and GPT-4. So let's ask. So generate a cat image for me. Let's ask the question. Let's see. So I'm sorry, as a language model, I don't have the capability to generate images. However, there are many websites and applications that can generate cat image for you, such as the cat does not exist or AI generated. So it also suggesting us for many websites to create a image. So now let's have the extended version of it. Visual Chat GPT is an extended version of the Chat GPT. You can use this. I'll post a link in the description box. So what the thing is, let's ask the same question over here. If so, yes. So generate a cat image for me. Generate a cat image for me. Yes. Like we'll add, yeah, we'll run it. So we'll just wait. So it just takes some time. So we'll just wait. So wait. So how Visual Chat GPT understand it and how it gonna generate a cat image for me? Let Yeah. Yes, it is done. Good. So this is what the difference between the Chat GPT and Visual Chat GPT is. So Visual Chat GPT can able to generate an image for you, and you can also, very important thing, you can also do your changes based on the image what you have generated. Let's give an example for you. I'm gonna replace a dog in the above image. Replace a dog in that image. Let's talk about this. We'll just run it. Let's see whether GPT can understand it. Whether it does. Oh, wait. Let's replace a dog in the cat image. Like in the generated cat image. Sorry. So why? Because due to lots of server responses, it might give you. I think so. It's working. Let's wait. hmm Just a simple thing, guys. Yeah, the same background, but instead of a cat image, a dog image has been generated. So this is what Visual Chat GPT is. So Visual Chat GPT is an extended version of. But I can't able to ask questions. I think so. We can't able to ask questions. That's all about GPT-4. But this is also one of the advanced one. Well, because if you want to extract images from the chat gpt point of view, you can do this thing. Like I was just telling in the first section that in some section that the dal-e, so dal-e is one of the research point of view from what may I say, from OpenAI. So it uses the TIG neural networks, text to image neural networks, where if I give the text, it will generate an image. But it's different from Visual ChatGPT. Why? Because I just said cat image. But if you suppose if you give this sentence like generate a cat image for me, it fails to give you responses. So I've just used it. If it's work for you, it's super fine for me. But I can able to see from my research point of view that DAL-E doesn't work based on the memory which has been stored. Why? Because I can able to see that generate a cat image for me is a phrase which is given to Visual Chat GPT, and it trains it and it gives me the image. And this image is being stored inside the memory so that the particular session what I'm training on Visual Chat GPT is based on the image what I already trained. So just what can I say? Communicates with all the responses what is already been trained. But I think so. DALI doesn't work in that case. So it's also one of the important point. So I think so. DALI, after that, GPT, ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is Visual ChatGPT. Now it's GPT-4. So then I wanted to show you this thing too. So I was just going through my LinkedIn account, and when I just seen this one, GPT-4 in terms of like your Android, sorry, in terms of your iOS. So this is it's all about so GPT can does it, but from the point of Hugging Face, the ML researcher from Hugging Face, his name is Neumann Stasi. So thank you for him. So disclaimer that I've taken from him. So he just say that translate the following text from English to French. I feel terrible about so just a translation. So ChatGPT also has the capability to translate the text. So, but I think so that this is being used in terms of GPT-4. So that's all about right now. So I can able to see that people are working on the GPT-4 version, and from this section I can able to see people get a lot about what is GPT-4 and what is visual chat GPT, and you can able to see all those research papers and the links for chat gpt visual chat gpt and DAL-E and that Norman Stasi's translation part in the description below. So feel free to use it and get some experience on artificial intelligence and their advancement and technological point of view. So let's see in the next video that about tool farmer, which is one of the advanced format from Meta, which is an another transformer generative model from Meta, which is far more differed from ChatGPT. Let's see how far it is going to be used, and let's see about how Tool Farmer works. And if you were aware about how OpenAI research part works, and we ask from my point of view, I'll also create a new video regarding the all the research points from OpenAI. So you can able to see how AI, artificial intelligence, has been made much more enormous in terms of technological world. So that's all for right now. So thank you for watching video.